As the growth process has spread beyond the West to the emerging market economies, they too have an appetite for energy, and so they've competed. And that has pushed up the energy price up in the last decade massively. That's produced a brake on growth in the West. It's one of the reasons why the growth process in our own economies has stalled. But it's produced a bonanza of revenues in those poor countries which are energy rich.
People who have higher incomes want to eat well, and they want mobility and comfort and the other miraculous services that modern energy provides us, and that's fossil energy. Modern civilization, modern societies, and high standard of living are enormously intensive in the use of fossil fuels, and we have to come to terms with that. Our use may have peaked. Theirs is just beginning. The average Chinese uses about 1/12 of the oil in the United States. There are 4 times as many of them as there are of us. Having been to China, I can tell you they love to drive, fly, and use air conditioning as much as we do. And we have to really be realistic about that as we think about the future.
To the extent that the United States has relatively weak efforts to get its hands around its own energy consumption, it's tough for it to go and tell other countries to also curb their energy use. But what we should be focusing on with countries like China and India and other emerging economies is that they pursue ways of developing where their efforts to use less energy or use less dangerous forms of energy coincide with their growth objectives.